Yo, what's up everyone? Slay Buddha here with another video. We're gonna break down yesterday's trades. I took 4 trades. I took 1 loss, 1 win, then 1 break even, and 1 win. Yeah, so it was a beautiful day. Oh my god, NFP week this week has been cleaner than usual. Honestly, a few choppy moments like here on EU and a little choppy sometimes, but overall it's pretty clean. I can work with this. Okay, let's get into it. Before I go into it though, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your money. Don't be a dumbass. Oh, maybe I should have taken this sell. We'll see. I don't want to trade London anymore because I feel like I take more losses in London than I do New York, and New York is usually New York is generally easier to navigate and understand direction. Um, but yeah, let's get to the video. Proof. Okay, let's start with what I took during London yesterday. The trades I took during London. I always send analysis. Well, not always, but most of the time, I send analysis in my journal. So most of the time they play out. But let's start with this trade. So the first loss I took was here. Wrong POI for the buys. So I took a loss there. I just re-entered on the second POI, stop loss below the low, took it higher. I'll go over my risk management, I'll go over my trade management and my TP and all of that. This is trade. I think there's a better. Just look at that entry, guys. Sexy entry. Pretty sexy entry over here. Proud of this entry. Anyway, that was a loss and the win in London. Then New York, I took this break-even trade. I would have definitely partialed around here if I remembered or knew in the first place that we had news. Yes, I would have definitely partialed out. But I'll go over that trade too. So that was a break-even. And then I had this. Oh god, this was so textbook trade. Oh my god, so beautiful. Yeah, I took the sell on GU. GU has been cleaner than EU in my opinion this week. Well, apart from yesterday, London. But yeah, pretty clean. Beautiful sell I took. Is actually still running. I have some partials. Unfortunately, I didn't risk much on this trade because at this point I was over trading. So just following my rules. I risk very little. If I want to overtrade, I have to risk little. So that's that. Still running. We'll see where it goes. Damn, maybe I should take this sell here. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm not trading London. Let's start with EU. What was I seeing on EU? This might be a little bit long, so I'm breaking down 4 trades. So grab a drink, grab your notepad, and everything you need. Let's start with the daily. Let me actually play it back to around. Yeah, let's say here. So we'll go to the daily. Oh, I don't think that really works. The replay button on trading view. So never mind. But we have this daily zone here. I sent this on Monday. On Tuesday, I believe I sent out this zone. Then I'm going to be looking for sells from here. It did play out, but I entered GU instead. Anyway, we have stop hunt, break of structure, pull back into this daily order block before this happened. So this is Wednesday, this is Tuesday. So Tuesday we tapped into it, we dropped. There was a zone in there on the 1 hour, so let me just find it. So maybe clean on the 4 hour actually. So we had this zone here on the 4 hour that price reacted to on Tuesday. We got a pullback. It failed to break structure. It failed to break any significant structure. So this was the first sign that we are still going to continue bullish. We failed to break significant structure. We did break lower time frame structure here, and yeah, like 30-minute, 15-minute structure, but nothing significant to continue the bearish momentum. That's why we still were not bullish. So I was bullish, right? I was bullish. I was looking for buys. Now, where did I want to buy from? I initially wanted to buy from here. So this was last week's news trade. This is the last week news on it. I'll take out liquidity from this low into this OB, hidden in the wicks on lower time frames. You can go look for it, so I can continue to move up. And my second POI for buys it was actually here. Right, it was actually here. That there's a 10-minute order block in there. So we have this 10-minute order block here with the liquidity under it. So I wanted to buy from here or from here. Now where do I want to sell from? You always have to know where you want to buy from and where you want to sell from, so you're not in the middle here taking stupid trades. Okay, so again, we're coming from that 4-hour order block, which is inside the daily POI, right? This zone there. We broke minor structure here, minor structure, substructure. So I wanted to sell from somewhere in here. Okay, expecting this to get taken out liquidity, inducement, things, Asian highs or whatever. So this was the original plan. Either we buy first and we sell, or we sell first and I could either buy from here if I get confirmation, or buy from here to continue the current trend, current bullish trend that we are on right here, man. So those are my two buy POIs there, because on the 4-hour is my higher time frame. On the 4-hour we have broken structure. We've broken structure on the 4-hour. I'm now bullish, right? There's a 1-hour over here we might see a pullback from, but anyway, we're bullish, right? I went to the daily. Oh, the charts are looking kind of messy. I went to the daily to confirm whether this was a raid or a break of structure, because if you look on the 4-hour, this could easily be an impulse up, an impulse down. Maybe clean on the 8-hour. Yeah, impulse up. Oh, I'm gonna clean all of this mess. I don't like messy charts. Impulse up, impulse down. So I'm like, is that an FE candle? Is that a raid of this high? But if you look here, we have a body candle close above structure. So for me, it was more of a break of structure rather than a raid. Although we did grab that liquidity. We did grab some liquidity from there. People selling from there. A lot of retail traders. The people putting their buy stops there. And then we go down. But anyway, let's get back to what I was saying. So I wanted to sell from here and buy from those points of interest. But what I saw was that we didn't go all the way down here. We grabbed liquidity from this previous low. I don't think that's the previous daily low. This is probably the previous daily low, but a previous low, a significant low that a lot of people are going to put their limits here to buy. A lot of people are going to put their sell stops here to sell. A lot of retail traders. So people who put their buy limit, price goes down, they get stopped out. People who put their buy stops, they might be in profit thinking, oh yeah, it's going my way, and then boom. What happens? We go the opposite direction and their stop loss gets hit. So we grab liquidity from here. What is the confirmation? 1-hour candle closed as a raid below the structure. That's a liquidity grab. So immediately after I saw that, I was looking for an entry. Let's go down to the 1-minute time frame. So we have that liquidity grab over there. I'm just gonna remove that because you guys know. Sorry, I don't like a lot of stuff on my charts. I'm not really sorry though. But anyway, we have that liquidity grab. We also have, we have another liquidity grab here, a stop hunt, right? Stop hunt. There's a 30-second order block inside here somewhere. Yeah, I'm not gonna draw it up, but there's a 30-second order block inside there. We have a stop hunt, a break of structure. Now this is the entry, right? The setup is a raid of a previous low, knowing that we're also bullish on the 4-hour. We're bullish, so I'm looking for buys. Stop hunt BMS. Now, my first point of interest for buyers was here. My second point of interest was this doji thing here. I wanted to buy from these 2 points of interest. Now, which one to choose? When you have 2 POIs, what do? There are many things you can do. You can divide your risk, 0.5, 0.5, however you want to divide it, 0.4, 0.6, it doesn't matter. You can enter here, put your stop loss here. God forbid I do that, because that's a huge stop loss. I mean, 6 pips, not huge, but for me, I prefer a smaller stop loss on EU for scalps anyway. Or you could wait for confirmation. That's also valid, although you might not always get confirmation. That's the thing. Price could just fly, who knows. Or you could put a limit here, wait for confirmation here. The main things you can do. But anyway, what I did was that I waited to see how price would build liquidity. That's what I wanted to see. So if you play it out, now what I saw while I was watching this live, I was thinking, okay, this is very impulsive. We might not retrace all the way down to the, we might not retrace all the way down here because of how impulsive this is. So it might make sense to buy from here. And I saw this as inducement, right? So I entered this trade, this buy here, stop loss around here, and I got stopped out. Cool, I got stopped out. I still have another bullet to use here. So I entered here, stop loss below there. Was it 2.5? Maybe 2.5 pips, I don't remember. Wait, let me see. Maybe bigger than 2.5 pips. Yeah, I don't remember what my stop loss was. Yeah, I think it was 2.5. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 2.5. Anyway, I then entered there. Of course, I get tagged in, and it goes my way. Now we start arranging here. Because I already took a loss here, I didn't want to risk it hitting my break even. So I did take partials at 3.5 R because we were ranging and stuff. I took partials at 3.5 R, just a little to cover for the previous loss. And then I took more off at 5 R, which I took major partials at 5 R, which I shouldn't have, because this was actually this high here, around 7. R was my actual TP. I'm trying to get used to holding my trades to my final TP, like large partials, but because of that loss I didn't want to risk it, so I took major partials at 5R. And then, so yeah, around here, took major partials at 5R, and then I left the rest to run. I took more at 7.5. Why 7.5? There was something there. You always have to have a good reason for drawing for your TPs. Oh yeah, it was, so I drew out my zone. This whole thing here was my zone. So that's okay. Nah, that makes sense. I was wondering why. So I then took partials. No, I closed the rest of my trade rather right there. So that was the trade for London. One loss here. Let me just draw it out. One loss here, and then the win here. Lovely trade. I should have been done for the day, but I told myself I want to test if New York is better than London in terms of, my win rate and stuff. So I decided to trade New York. Now, again, like I said before, I already had my POI, right? This 30-minute order block where I wanted to sell from. I had my POI there. I was going to wait for 1 minute confirmation inside and take a sell, right? So let's just play that. Price goes in. As price is going higher, I think I refine it to the 10-minute. This 10-minute zone here. Yeah, so I took a sell here. Let's break that down. Okay, before that huge news candle. So we're inside my zone. See how we slow down? We slow down into the zone. It's not like an impulsive bullish run into the zone. We slow down. We start to slow down, building up liquidity. All of this is building up all of this liquidity here, especially here. Building up liquidity below to get taken out. And my entry was based off here. We have stop hunt, right? Followed by a break of this structure. A break of structure. Now my entry was right over here. This is where I entered. My stop loss was above this high though. a safe stop loss, especially for NFP. I've realized is, you should have a very good a safe stop loss for NFP, just because it's very erratic. What else do we have? Inducement of that POY, aka liquidity, just liquidity, resting below or above the POY. So I had a 1.8 pip stop loss. It was so close to stopping me out, honestly. 1.8 pip stop loss. Now my target was these lows here. These lows here, you can even say it just here. This is my target, right? My main target, especially because there was an order block here where I would have honestly loved to look for buys from. This 5-minute OB was here, so I knew to TP before we get down here. You also have a breaker here. Price could just test the break and flash. So that was my final TP, and it was 5 hours, so it was perfect. Don't do this to me. Come on, come on. Yes. So it was around 5 hour. I think I put it to 5.5 hour as my final TP. If I knew there was news, see, for news, I don't like to stay in trades. At least I like to take some partials before the news, just in case price goes against me and stops me at a break even. But I just didn't. I don't really pay attention to news, which is bad. I should be paying attention to news, like when we have them. We do have news today. I'm aware of that. I've learned my lesson, maybe. But even though I wanted to sell from here, I was wary. I was very cautious about here. I knew that price could retrace from here at least. I didn't expect it, honestly, to be the cause of price moving higher. I thought we would take out these lows into here or something, but yeah, the news came and just just a huge candle, and I got stopped at a break even. So yeah, out of definitely taking partials at like 4R or maybe even 3 or something, because that's still a good risk to reward. And in news case, it stopped me at a break. News came and stopped me at a break even. That's cool. Honestly, I'm not even mad, because I mean, I'm already in profits for the day. I'm just kind of playing around now. So that happened. Then the next trade I took, the last trade I took, was on GU. It's actually still running. Yeah, I guess I should have entered here. But I decided to make this video for you guys, because yesterday was such a sexy day, man. Sexy day. Okay, let's break it down on this chart here. So let's start with daily. Let me just play it back. So daily, what are we seeing here? Let's start from what happened here. So you always want to mark out all the mitigations that have, well, recent mitigations that have led to where price is right now, so you can understand the whole story and what exactly is going on based on, past data. So we took out these lows into this. There's an order block in there, which caused a break of structure. Now I'm very suspicious about this break of structure, just because on the weekly, it's a wick. But I do believe this kind of looks like a retracement, so we might be going higher, maybe. But then again, I don't like this wick on the weekly. Anyway, I'm just gonna call that a break of structure. We break that structure, we pull back into this daily order block. I think I've gone through this like last week. I don't know why I'm going through it again in my past video. But we're coming from there. I'm just gonna refine it so it's not looking ugly. And we sold off from something in there. It's on the 1 hour, but we sold off from another block in there, taking out liquidity into it. So these highs served as liquidity, and that's what caused this push down. Okay, let's go to the 1 hour. I refined it to, did I refine it to the 1 hour? Okay, yeah, I did. I refined it to the 1 hour order block here. I did catch a sell on Tuesday from the 1 hour OB. Anyway, we that happened. Let me just fast forward a bit. Okay, so this is where we are. So we came from that 1 hour order block that's in the 4 hour zone, and we have the inducement of that POY, and this now again, we didn't break major structure, which I didn't like. This is more like a liquidity grab of these. Wait, why didn't I notice this? Did I notice? I don't remember. Anyway, this is more like a liquidity grab into here, tapping probably something inside these wicks. I wanted to buy, so I wanted to buy from, like I said, you have to know where you want to buy from, where you want to sell from. I wanted to buy from whatever's inside here, I believe. Was this? Let me clean on the 45-minute or something. Yeah, from this 45-minute order block. This is where I wanted to buy from. So I was very confused when price failed to tap into it. I'm assuming this is further inducement, maybe for the future. It might not be this week, but yeah, this is where I wanted to buy from. Where did I want to sell from? Again, know where you want to buy from, know where you want to sell from. I knew this order block is where I wanted to sell from because we took out the liquidity into the 1 hour POI to the left, and we also broke minor structure. Not major structure down here, but you know, minor structure in from this low to this high. This is all minor structure. So we broke minor structure, took out liquidity. I'm interested in this order block. We can just refine it to the 15-minute, which I eventually did once price was shooting up. Refine it to the 15-minute time frame. Now I'm just looking for that entry, and all of this is inducement. All of this, everything here, is all inducement. Yeah, all of this is inducement. We shoot up and you know we start going down. But anyway, let's look at Z entry for this trade. Very textbook entry. Jesus. Stop hunt. Break of all this structure. Now we impulsively break that structure. If I ever see price coming up like this, I would never just enter another block, especially because yes, this is a break of structure, but you know this would have been a better confirmation BMS, although we did leave liquidity below here to use as a target, which I use as a target. But yeah, if I see price just shooting back up like this, I wouldn't just enter the trade. I want to see that inducement. So if you go to the 3-minute time frame, we made this high, we started pushing down, then I knew, okay, this is probably the inducement, right? This first push down. So I actually put a limit on the 50% of this OB right there, 50%, but I didn't get tagged in. This is FXCM. On Owanda, it's like perfectly at the 50%, so spreads didn't tag me in. So I thought it left without me, you know. I was like, okay, maybe it's left without me. But then you see, we push down, we don't break structure, we start like ranging here. Because we failed to break structure, this becomes inducement. It becomes a weak high, it becomes liquidity. For which POI though? For this, oh god, lovely 1-minute order block right there. Right, so once you see we failed to break structure, we're pushing back up, you know this is inducement. Super textbook. So I entered here. It was actually a market execution, so my entry was a bit higher. That's why I didn't get stopped out of break even. I'm still in the trade. My stop loss was I don't remember. I know my TP. I know it was a 7.5. I think it was definitely bigger stop loss. Maybe 2.5 or something. Or was it 2? I think it was 2.3. Something weird like that. Yeah, I think it was like a 2.3 or something. Yeah. So this had entered. My original TP was 7R below the relatively equal lows here, but price moved so fast I closed the trade at 7.5 or thereabouts. So lovely trade over there. I didn't get stopped out of break even because my entry was a bit higher because it was a market execution. And yeah, where are we right now? Let's see. Ooh, lovely. So right now we have reacted off this 5-minute order block here. I was looking at this, I was like, oh man, I can just enter this. This would be a risky entry though, because this break of structure is not very clear on the 1 minute. It's more like a seconds time frame BMS. But damn, this would have been a good entry right there because it was induced. See, once you understand inducement and liquidity and the way a POI is induced, man, it's a game changer. It's a game changer because if I have more than one POI and only one of them has liquidity below it, I'm picking that one, even though it's maybe a lower POI. If I'm looking for sells and there are 2 POIs but one of them is being induced, I would choose that order block 100%, 110%. But yeah, My final TP where I'm gonna close this trade is at 12R. The reason why it's 12R is because the charts are so ugly, so messy. It's because we have this breaker here. So we broke the struggle. We have this breaker here. Potentially take our liquidity here into the breaker and fly. Probably into here. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I'm just gonna TP. I'm gonna close again. Or not again, but I did mention this, but I didn't risk much on this trade. Maybe I did mention it, I don't remember. I didn't risk much here just because it was my 4th trade of the day and I don't want to overtrade. So follow my rules. I risk less. Oh man, so is there any re-entries given? Not any that I really like. But yeah, so I'm gonna TP at 12R, just close the whole thing. There's no point holding on the rudder. Yeah, I didn't risk much, so it's not even much. It's not like I didn't risk 1%, I risked less than 0.5 for this trade. But anyway guys, that is the end of this video. How long were we going on for? 26 minutes. And yeah, that's alright. That's cool. So let me know what you guys thought of the video. Just leave comments below, or you can leave it in the discussion channel, Gbpusd FX chat. Just let me know. Where is it? Just let me know what you thought of the call. Give me feedback so I can always improve. Yeah, you can just subscribe to my journal. I share analysis and entries and shit and all that good stuff. I feel like I'm supposed to say something. I don't know. Subscribe to my channel. It's so funny when I have to say that. Subscribe to my channel. Like, share the video, leave comments below, leave a thumbs up. What else do YouTubers say? Oh man, beautiful drop. Wow. Text, well, not, I won't say textbook, but like clean, super clean. Jesus Christ. Wow. For any week, this is so clean. Anyway, I have one-to-ones. If you're interested in learning about the way I trade, you can learn more about it here, about the one-to-ones and what I offer. And yeah, peace out guys. Make sure you review your losses, backtest, journal, improve each day, ask questions, share charts, study other people's trades, reverse engineer people's trades, forward test, and meditate, exercise, eat good, take care of yourselves, okay? I sound like a fucking mom. Alright, peace out.